Do you guys remember when I made that video 3 years ago on Untamed Isles, a crypto MMORPG? Well, it turns out all of my quote unquote speculations were not actually speculations, and they were actually true. That is right. They did, in fact, invest all the funds from Kickstarter into cryptocurrency. Who could have guessed that this would be a thing that was going to happen? Who could have guessed that Untamed Isles would turn into a huge scam? There needs to be like a complete investigation into the pipeline of cozy game to scam pipeline, because it seems to be a recurring theme with cozy games lately, where this keeps happening. And it happened again with Untamed Isles. And they no longer exist. The company, Fatloot Studios, is defunct as a company because they filed for chapter bankruptcy and they no longer exist as a company. Now they are under Gen 3 Games, which is a cryptocurrency company. They have not had an update since 2025 of last year in March. And since it is now March 4th, I figured I'd make another video about it since we're close to the anniversary of Here Lies Untamed Isles, the game that could but didn't. The reality is progressing in early public alpha. There is no alpha to speak of. There is no future. None of this matters. None of this means anything. This entire update is just slop. It's just fluff. It's pure fluff. Because now they are working on a quote unquote new game, which nobody asked for. We asked for Untamed Isles, and what we got was an AI generated scam called Zertmon, a totally original idea that they came up with themselves and did not ask ChatGPT to make a Pokemon ripoff for them. They totally just did this themselves. It's like Logan Paul all over again with Crypto Zoom, basically. That's not what I wanted to click on. I wanted to go to their Twitter, which, as you can see, Zertmon.world is the website and is backed by Ripple, a random company no one knows about, and Gentry Labs, another company nobody knows about, which is powered by the Futureverse, which is also owns Untamed Isles. So Joshua Grant no longer actually owns the title to the game because now it's under Gen 3 Labs, which is an AI generator thing for generated games. And the gamification of AI games, basically, is what this is. It is a scam. So we're just gonna go ahead and go on Zertmon, which just screams AI generated. I mean, just look at this. It's clearly everything is AI. Even like the website feels like it's just vibe coded with ChatGPT, and it's like, create a website for us for a crypto game called Zertmon. Like, come on. It looks like they just vibe coded this entire website. There is no game to speak of. It's all just loot boxes and nothing. NFTs. Literally loot box NFTs. That is what has become of Untamed Isles. This is Untamed Isles now. Zertmon is Untamed Isles. And that is not what we asked for when we backed the game on Kickstarter. We did not ask for Zertmon. We did not want Zertmon. We wanted Untamed Isles, and we got Zertmon. The same thing with Puff Pals. We backed Puff Pals, but we didn't get Puff Pals. Instead, we got a scam. So that there has to be like a pipeline study of cozy game to scam pipeline, because it seems to happen a lot with cozy games. If cozy game, immediate scam, just run away. Cozy game equals scam. Basically, somehow cozy game genre is run by like the most worst people imaginable. Imagine my shock when the half of the people in the cozy game ecosphere are like horrible people, and that's why all these games, these cozy games, end up just being huge scams. Because if you look at this game's a scam. Zertmon is a scam. It is straight up just like for funneling money. This is where Untamed Isles went to. This is what has become of Untamed Isles, to try to funnel money from more people, right? It is just straight up a scam. Nobody asks for Zertmon. Nobody cares about Zertmon. Zertmon is just an AI fluff slop website, completely just out of this world, just completely fluff. Because you know it's like crates, a wooden crate. What are you gonna get for the money that you spend for a Zerpal? Nothing. A potion. A potion. A potion. A double XP potion. Wow. That is what you can get with a Zertbox reward if you spend money. You couldn't make this up if you tried. You generally couldn't make this up if you tried. It just straight up turned into a scam. It's just like you back a project on Kickstarter expecting to be some professionalism in the Kickstarter. At least to have the balls to just straight up admit right away that it is a scam instead of fooling a bunch of people into buying a Kickstarter MMORPG or MMO-esque, right? I mean, it's just incredible how this happened again. Like, I literally predicted this would happen. Straight up predicted this would happen in my video 3 years ago. Is that it is a scam, because what I was wrong about though was really funny is that did not make a return investment on the funds they invested, because the crypto market actually crashed. So in other words, they actually lost all the funds from Kickstarter and cryptocurrency because the crypto market inevitably crashed as per usual. So they lost all the funds from the Kickstarter and whatever other funds they used on the cryptocurrency to try to recoup all the money they lost. They just lost more, and they ended up going bankrupt. You couldn't make this up if you tried. It's just incredible. It's genuinely incredible how this could have happened. Who could have guessed that this would have happened? Just genuinely amazing all around. Just great people. Thank you, Joshua Grant, for this amazing experience, this 3-year experience of nothing. And that's all I got to talk about today in this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed me talking about Untamed Isles once again, where we're close to the anniversary of my 3-year video where I talked about Untamed Isles, because they never delivered on the game or any other promises that they made. So it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Overall, you expect some sort of professionalism at least from such a successful Kickstarter. It just... Like, they still have this here as if this means anything. As if over 420% funded. As if that means anything. And their game is still on the Steam store. And is still under Fat Loot Studios, which doesn't even exist as a publisher anymore. That is who is publishing the game, is Fat Loot Studios. But Fat Loot Studios has gone completely bankrupt. They filed for bankruptcy because they lost all the money on cryptocurrency. You couldn't make this up if you tried. It's just incredible that I predicted that this would happen. It's amazing. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's quick video, and I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So peace out. Incredible.